Good morning, everybody. Today we are going to do something a little bit different. You'll see I don't have my mat here. So we are going to be using our sliders and our weights, and you'll only need one slider. So if you don't have a slider at home, you can just be on floorboards or on tiles. And instead of having the slider underneath your foot, you can just put your foot into a sock and leave the other foot bare. Or you can use like a cloth or something underneath you, kind of like a tea towel or a hand washer or something like that, that's just going to slip out and press out over those tiles or those floorboards. If you've got a slider at home and you hide one from me, you'll notice there's two sides. We've got the shiny side, which generally goes down on carpet and things like that. If you've got floorboards and tiles, you're going to put the padded side down. So because I'm on carpet here, I'm going to be putting the shiny side down. Yep, beautiful. Okay, let's get started. We're going to go through a little bit of a warm up, yeah? Finding that nice wide second, and we're going to exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. Beautiful. Let's take 4 more. Keeping that torso nice and upright. Soft knees for 3. Here's 2. And last one. Stay down here. Take those arms wide. Little bends over to the side. Make circles with your arms and come back to center. Other side. Beautiful. If you want to make this a little bit more challenging, lift the heel when you bend towards that side. Good. We've got 4 more. Just really warming up through that waist. For 3, for 2, and last one. We're going to stay with those side bends. Take the hands behind the head. We're going to lean over to the right, reach down towards your ankle and back to center. Now you can go all the way down here if you like. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to be kind of midway. We've got 8. Here's 7. Good. Final 4. For 3. For 2. And 1. Come back to center. Hold. Reach those arms up to the sky. Find prayer and come down. We're going to turn to the right. Hinge forward. Little step tap. Back and in. Beautiful. If you want to use your arms here, reach them forward and sweep them back. Good, that standing leg is nice and soft for 4. Here's 3, for 2, and last time. Let's hold that leg back. We're going to bring the hands to the floor, drop your back knee. Let's turn and stretch, turning towards twist, facing that bottom knee, and back down. And again, take that twist, and back down. 2 more times. Last time. Come back down. We're going to scoot that knee back, and we're going to drop the hips a little, so we're in a little bit of an inclined plank. We're going to take the chest down to the floor. Reach forward. Bring your hands back to your chest, and press up. Come down. Elbows stay nice and close to the body. Good, really draw that navel into the spine. Beautiful. Working through those triceps, rear shoulders and back. 2 more times. And last one. We're going to come back out, push up and hold. Curl your toes under. Lift your knees. We're here for a little bit of a hold in our plank. If you prefer being on elbows and forearms, please come down there. Gorgeous. Stay with me. Count of 8, for 7. Final 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Knees to the floor. Stretch back, child's pose. Good, roll forward. This time we're going to step that left foot forward, drop the hips, find your twist, rotating your chest to the bent knee. 2 more times. And last one. Hands to the floor, curl the back toes under, lift up, and we're gonna roll all the way back. Find that hinge forward, and we're gonna step touch that back foot. Good, and if you wanna use your arms again, you can. Good. For 8, here's 7. Core nice and tight, long neck, shoulders relaxed. For 4, for 3, last 2, and last 1. Good, feet together. Let's reach up nice and high. Inhale, hands down through prayer. Couple little heel lifts up and down here. Lift and low, lift and low. Good, legs nice and straight. For 4, here's 3, for 2, and 1. Lower back down. Little pedal through the feet, hands to your hips. Turning back to center. All right, so I've got my chair or my support here just in case I want to use it. So if you find that your balance isn't as strong today, every day is different, you can always just hold onto your chair, absolutely fine, on the opposite side of the leg. I'm also going to use hand weights with my slider work today. If that's not for you and you just want to work through the leg part, just don't use any hand weights at all. It's totally fine, but I'll show you the combo so you can work with it whatever you feel like. All right, beautiful. We're gonna start with our knees bent, and we've got that slider underneath our left foot. Let's extend the arms long, and we're just gonna take a slide out to the side and come back up. So it's like a single leg squat, just for this right leg. The leg stays underneath my body, and I take, sorry for that left leg, right leg, and I just take that left leg out to the side as I work through a little T press. Got little pinkies up to the sky, squeezing into my shoulders. Good. For 4, here's 3, good. For 2, we're gonna hold out here on this last one, hold. Bring the hands in and that slider, press back out. In and press. Good, this is totally full body. Everything's concentrating, everything's switched on, including my core. Good, for 3. Here's 2. We're gonna hold out. On one. Just pulse through those legs. Good, and we can add a little lift through the arms if we like. For 8, for 7. Woo. Final 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Bring everything back in. Beautiful, we're gonna keep that left leg straight. We're gonna take a little hinge forward. I'll show you just with hands to hips to start. Like a lunge with the back leg nice and straight. So we're gonna bend into this front knee, little tip forward at the hips. If you wanna add on, you add on a little front shoulder raise. Good, reach forward and back in. Beautiful. Good, we've got 4. Here's 3. This is great for glutes as well. For 2. Last one. This time we're gonna bend into the knees, bend the elbows, and we're gonna just bend and extend that left leg. So we're holding our body weight over this right leg. Excuse me. Bend and extend. Good. We've got 4. Here's 3, for 2. Last time, stay out there. Tiny little pulses through the elbows. Now kick back. And we're just using this leg underneath us to lift and lower. The back leg is nice and straight. Let's do 8, for 7. Good. Final 4, 3, 2. We're gonna hold here. Bring your hands to your hips. Let's slide this slider out to the side and scoot it around behind you. Out to the side, back behind you, squeezing into the glute as you wrap it around behind your right hip. Good. Try and keep stability through this bottom leg. For 4, here's 3. Takes lots of concentration. For 2. And last one. Let's come all the way out and settle into our wide section. Beautiful. We're going to bend into those elbows and knees. And we're going to close to center. Slide out. Close to, not to center. Well, I suppose it is to center, but to first. So you want just the ball of your foot on the slider. You want your heel to be off it. Because you're going to need to free that foot from the floor to be able to slide back in and out. Beautiful. 4, 4. Here's 3. Here's 2. Last one. We're going to come back out and we're going to hold. Sinking into that plie. Just lift that outside heel and place it down. Lift and place it down. Just holding those arms to the side. This is really good for your inner thighs. Here's 4. 4, 3. I'm going to give you a choice in a minute. In 2. Last one, either keep that heel up or pop it down. Little pulse. I'm going to lift up those elbows in the opposite direction. So as you lower through the legs, little lift through the elbows. Woo. Okay, count of 8, 4, 7. Final 4, 4, 3, 4, 2, and 1. Bring everything back in. Good. Just finishing off the legs on this side. Settle into your first position, plie. Good, we're going to stretch that leg in front of you. Find a bicep curl and draw it back in. Bicep curl and back in. Good, so you're using the resistance of the floor to work through that inner thigh. Reach and back. This is nice, it's going to allow you to catch your breath again. Good. 4 to go. Here's 3. 4, 2. Last time, we're going to hold it out there. We're going to lift those arms up. And we're going to take a little lift and a little lower. Lift of the leg off the slider. Take it back, sorry. Up and down. Lift and lower. Good, for 4. Keep that front leg lovely and straight. Reach through the toes. Elbows just to chest height or shoulder height. Last one, hold. Little pulse if you can. Up and up. Remember, you can just anchor these hands to your hips if you prefer. Here's 8, 4, 7. Final 4, 4, 3, 4, 2, and 1. Toes down. Bring everything in. Let's have a little shimmy. We're going to go straight to the other side and repeat. So grab a sip of water if you need. Good. I'm going to start with that slide out to the side. So I'm going to lengthen my right leg out to the side. Lengthen my arms in front of me, palms forward. And we're going to work into that single leg slide, or I should say that single leg squat, because now it's my left leg, the leg underneath me, that's doing most of the work. And I am hinging forward at the hips here. Good. Beautiful. So slightly different with the T arms. Palms are forward this time. For 4. Here's 3. We'll flip them in the moment. For 2. And let's hold out. Flip your palms, thumbs to the floor. Let's bring everything in and reach. Good. 4 to go before we add those pulses. For 4. Here's 3. Arms on fire, I tell you. For 2. Last one. Hold those arms out. Little pulse and pulse. Good. For 8. Here's 7. Stay with me. Final 4. For 3. For 2. And 1. Bring it in. Good. We're going to press that leg back behind you. We're going to work through the single leg lunges. Back leg stays straight. We'll just start with the lunge first. Get familiar with the movement. And I want you to think about this leg underneath you. So what can happen in this single leg work is it can tip side to side, kind of wriggle around. I want you to try and keep your knees in line with your toes. Good. We're kind of trying to work out any imbalances here, adding that front shoulder raise if you want to elevate it a little. Good. We've got 4 more. Here's 3. For 2. And last one. Bring it in. Bend into both knees, elbows beside you. Tricep kick back and reach that slider back. Straighten your leg, bring it in. Good, just look down on that knee and make sure it's in line. Again, it's hard when you haven't got a mirror in front of you. Like I haven't got a mirror here. So I'm trying to just be guided by what I can see. It does help to have a visual, if you can, for 4. Here's 3, for 2. Last time, hold back. Little bend and stretch. Keep that back leg straight. Pulse down through your standing leg. Good. Count of 8, for 7. Final 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Woo. Bring everything in. Good. This time we're going to keep those hands to the hips. We're going to take that slider out to the side, scoot it back around behind you, and to the side. So this is when this knee can kind of do funny things. So I want you to try and concentrate on stillness through that leg. For 4, belly in for 3, squeeze the glute on the way around, for 2, and last 1. Bring it back out to the side. We're going to come upright, find that wide second, arms wide in plie. We're going to close to first, out to second, close to first. Now you don't have to take this second super wide because we've got a little bit of a more slippery surface, right? A little bit of instability here. It's going to make it a lot harder. So don't put too much pressure on yourself to get really deep through this plie or really wide. Just control the slider. For 3. Okay, we're working to that hold in a minute. For 2. Last time, let's come out to that wide second plie and hold. Lift the heel, place it down. Lift and low. Beautiful. For 4, for 3, inner thighs, I tell you. Last 2. Last time, heel stays up. Let's pulse down through the legs. Remember your option to put that heel down. Good, 8 to finish. For 7, 6. Lift from the elbows. Final 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Draw everything in. Heels stay together, soften those knees, palms forward. We're going to take a bicep curl and a reach. Back in. Bicep curl and a reach. Good, chance to catch your breath now. Good. Work on squeezing that front inner thigh, really straightening the leg out for 4. For 3, lots of work for this standing leg. For 2. Good, we're gonna hold it out there. Turn your palms in. We're gonna lift that leg off the slider, elbows to shoulders, and back down. So get this lovely right angle with your arms. And you're gonna hold that right angle as you lift up and back down. For 4. Here's 3. For 2. Last time, hold that leg up. Then you can just choose to just pulse the leg or add the elbows too. Or maybe just hold the leg and just do the arms, your choice. Last count of 8, for 7. Good, final 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Toes to your slider. Bring everything back in. Whew. Let's just pop that slider down to the side. Hands to hips. I'm gonna work through a little pedal. Beautiful. All right, let's walk to the end of, say, where our mat would be. I'm gonna take those arms up to the sky. Big inhale, exhale down through your forward fold. And we're just gonna hold there and draw a little pendulum arms side to side, making circles, really rounding through that spine. Crown of the head points to the floor and then reverse your circle. Good, we're gonna pop those weights down for a moment. Bring the hands right in front of you to the floor if they reach. Then we're gonna bring the left hand in front of your head. And we're gonna lift that right arm to the sky, straightening your right leg, finding a little twist. and back down. Moving to the other side. Beautiful. And back down. Back into that forward fold. Just bring your chest a little closer towards your thighs and nod your head forward and back. And then side to side. We're gonna walk our hands all the way out, softening into those knees. Good, and we're gonna drop the knees down. All right, we're gonna grab our slider again. So I'm gonna show you on my left arm to start. We're gonna start off in like that supportive plank position. Now, if having the slider underneath your hand is not for you, you can just do this without, and you can step your hand out to the side. Otherwise, what we're gonna do is we're gonna step that slider a little bit wider, bend into the elbows, find your push-up, and slide back. Out to the side, push up, and slide back. So we're using the resistance of the floor. Now, by all means, if you're really strong in your push-up position, you can curl the toes under, lift those knees, and find a full push-up. Good, we've got 2 more. Elbows flare to the side. Good. On this last one, we're gonna come back out and we're gonna hold. Get low, little pulses down, down. Good. Try and keep those hips in line with the rest of your body. Count of 8, 4, 7. Final 4. Here's 3, 4, 2, and 1. Straighten the arms, slide back, and take a little rest in child's pose. We're gonna roll back up, and we're gonna bring that slider underneath that same foot or the same side. I'm gonna walk those hands forward. I might just move my weights out of the way. We're gonna walk back into that 4-point kneel, curl both toes under. We're gonna lift up and slide out to our plank. Now, with the foot under the slider, we're gonna bring the knee in towards your chest and press it back. Into the chest and back. Nothing too crazy here. Now you can pop your knees down whenever you need to. Good. We've got 4 more. Here's 4, 4, 3, 4, 2. Stay with me. Last one, hold. Take that leg out to the side, bring it out to the side, and back. Now, if you prefer being on your elbows and forearms, please make that modification, come down. Good, 4 more. And then we're gonna combine those last 2 moves for a last little series. Last 2, last 1. Good, we're gonna take 1 forward, 1 to the side. 1 forward, 1 to the side. Just 2 more here. Last one. Out to the side, knees to the floor. And let's stretch all the way back to child's pose. And then rolling up. Sit on your heels, sweep one arm up and over. And the other side. Oh, there's my plank. Good. And release, beautiful. Now we're gonna go to the other side. You can just come back forward and go the other side. I'm gonna turn around again so you can see me here. So I'm gonna swap this slider into my right hand. I'm gonna find my sort of supportive plank. So knees are gonna, hips are gonna drop a little. Good, and I'm gonna slide this right hand out to the side and back to center. Slide, find your push-up, and back in. Again, if the slider's not for you, just ditch it, step the hands back to the side and in. Good, 3 more. Here's 2. Last full one. Before we make our way back out there for those pulses, bend into those elbows, little push, push, little push. For 8, here's 7. Final 4, 4, 3, 4, 2, and 1. Straighten the arms, push back, and let's find that child's pose. Really good job, guys. Let's roll back up. We're gonna anchor that slider underneath those right toes now. We're going to set up for that core work. I know it's strong. This is still strong for the upper body as well. So take rest when you need to. Just going to make sure I've got space behind me. And then we're going to rock forward and curl those toes under. Slowly drawing that right knee in and back. So this is an exercise in keeping those hips nice and still. Try not to dip one hip to the side. By all means, rest when you need to. Remember, you've got that option for your elbows. Here's 3 more. For 2. And last time, find the hold. Out to the side and in. You choose how far out you go. We've got 4 more before we finish with that last series, 1 of each. Last 2. And last one, come back to center. Slide in, press it out. 3 to go. Slide in, press it out. Last 2, press it out. Here's your last one. And let's bring the knees to the floor. And stretch all the way back. Good, catch your breath here. And we're gonna roll back to sit on our heels. Good, and we're just gonna take those arms to the sky. Inhale, exhale, twist to the right. Look over that right shoulder. You can take your slider out. We're done with it. And turn back to center. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, switch. Good. Let's come back to center. Inhale, arms to sky. Work through your tricep stretch, bending one elbow, reach back with the other. Good. Lovely. If you want to close your eyes here, you're going to reach the arms to the sky and switch them over. Good, both arms to the sky and send those hands behind you. Interlace the fingers, expand the chest. Good, stretch out through the rib cage as you take big inhales. Long, slow exhales. Do that one more time. Good, gently release the hands. Pop them on your thighs, chin to chest. And we're going to draw some slow flow. And back the other way. Amazing. Chin to chest, roll up. Let's bring our hands back to the floor. Setting up for a cat-cow in that 4-point kneel position. Arching through the spine, pulling that tummy in. And then dropping the chest down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, release. 2 more times. Last one here, ladies. Find neutral, that's back in center, curl those toes under. We're gonna lift those hips up. We're just gonna press back to down dog. Now you could go back to your mat here if you like. You need a little extra grip on the floor. Just stretching out through the back of the legs and drawing those heels to the floor. Think about moving your chest a little closer towards your thighs. And then we're going to soften into those knees and gently walk those hands back towards your feet. And we're going to roll all the way up, pulling that tummy in. Good. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, hands down through prayer. Just turn back towards me. We're going to catch hold of our support and just find a final thigh stretch here, pressing those hips forward. If you want to work through a little bit more of a glute stretch, you can do that as well. Gently release, either turning to face your chair or the other way, or working with your balance pose here, letting go of the chair, moving into that other side. Beautiful. And gently release. Good, we'll give those legs a little shake, maybe the upper body as well. You are all done, lovelies. Have a beautiful day, and I will catch you very soon, tomorrow. Okay, bye.